Well, who knows what's going to happen today. This is my palette. I've just squeezed these out on this melamine bit of hardboard here, bottom of a drawer in a piece of furniture. I've got white, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt umber, burnt sienna, a bit of viridian, some yellow and some raw sienna. Now these are all colours, apart from the yellow ochre, that I bought for £1.50 a large tube. There's quite a bit in these, 200ml tubes for £1.50. The white is a little bit on the thin side, but then for £1.50, that's some Wilkinsons. That's a British company. So for British subscribers, if you're trying to save money and you want to try these acrylics, I would highly recommend them. I've used a couple of the colours. I used them yesterday, I think, and I went back to Wilkinson's yesterday afternoon because it was near the cinema where we went. So I killed two birds with one stone and went and bought another half dozen tubes. So I'm well set up for these acrylics now. I'm going to have a go at a sort of sea picture, but first I want to put in some. I'm going to use a bigger brush because it's a larger board. The board is, let's use this nice flat here. This is an Acrylics Sterling by Pro Art. I've had it many years when I used to do all the Venice paintings. I probably bought that 16 years ago. No, it's a number 12 long flat. It's a great brush, but be careful that you make sure they're clean. Even that's got a bit of paint, oil paint stuck in the felt at the base here. But anyway, so no medium. I'm going to go straight in. Bit of white, bit of blue, bit of red. Let's just get some colour on the board. We're going to change whatever I put on there. It's going to change. Well, that white's okay. Bit of a sea picture. I don't often paint sort of portraits of the sea. I don't live at the coast, and so I don't study it really. I have to make do with photographs of Cornwall. Whoops, who's that? Right, okay, my WhatsApp. Right, well, I'm going to use a bit of burnt umber. Try this burnt umber in blue. I like burnt umber. It makes a lovely dark grey with the blue, the ultramarine. I bought a tube of cerulean as well, because I know that mixes very well with viridian and ultramarine to get a different type of blue. So blue and brown, plenty of blue. Let's get a real good stormy sky. The board itself is a bit of hardboard with some gesso made from some ordinary household emulsion, which is PVA based, and some plaster of Paris mixed in. Try these things. They're largely inexpensive. I don't do artist quality. I much as I'd like to be able to use artist quality, I think that the amount I paint, it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Right, nice bits of grey. Just kill the canvas or the board, kill the board. Right, I'll put in a bit of. I want to put some rocks in. Now, rocks. Well, the idea here is to build up a bit of impasto. Some dark. Oh, I was going to put some black out here. I do like black, and I've got quite a bit. I've got on YouTube of black. Where is it? Well, I'll use up the other one first. I do like black. No, that one's just bad. I use the black acrylic for making the ink to draw the line and wash. Just a bit of that. I have to go and get some more black from Wilco's next week, I think. The way I'm lashing it on. Now the idea really is to build up a nice bit of colour and impasto on these rocks, and a bit of green. Okay, that'll do, just rocks. Now we'll go back to the sky and start building up some impasto on the sky. So a nice bit of grey. You can mix your paints with texture paste, which I have, but these sort of things are expensive. You can try mixing your paints with plaster of Paris or polyfiller or any DIY filler. Let's have a bit of different colour in there. Bit of warm. Got a bit outrageous. So I have no idea where this is going. I'm just putting on paint and building up this surface. And we need a bit of a horizon, so we'll a bit of black in there, I think. Just a bit of right, let's go back with the sky colours now, with those darks. The stormy deep. Right, some grey. Oh, it's lovely and mucky. Just getting the board covered, and all the more paint you put on that you're allowed to dry, the greater the surface, the dragging over the high spots. Just mixing blue and white there. Just soften that a bit. Right, okay, we're getting somewhere there now. Angry sort of sky. Bit of red in there. Maybe that'll suggest a bit more anger. I don't feel angry. In fact, I'm quite exhilarated. I want the red and a bit of orangey. Right, get that dark back in there. Right, go back to the sea now. Right, now like snow, it's very easy to put your foam in as white, when in fact it reflects all the colours around it. Let's get a bit more of that darker colour in here. So now when that dries, be able to put a bit of yellow in there. See, that's dry, almost. Going to use a lot of white on this, I can see that. So you can go over, with oil you have to wait till it gets a certain dryness, but with acrylic you can really go in within minutes. Let's get some of this going around here, over the top there. I've used that big clump of white, not white, yes, the white, yeah. I love that colour that you get with mixing burnt umber with the blue. That makes wonderful greys as well. Alright, let's get in some real it's very thin, the white. Right, so to make that stand out a bit, this here, you need to bring the dark of the sky down. It's a counter change really. Oh, this is so great fun. It's a bit of movement. Okay, now we can get that spindrift in there. There will be a touch of blue in it. Now, I'll put a bit of light on the horizon here so that I can put a bit of dark underneath it to show the bit of that. Right, okay. Right, let's do some work on the rocks while that dries off a bit. With my rock brush. That's how it look. All the hairs are falling out now. Right, okay, that's a dead one. Right, okay. Now a bit of virgin. So a bit of okay. Now get some good darks in there now. So black and the burnt umber. That's how dark as I really want to go. I might be overdoing that, but I'm going to cover it up in a second with some lighter colours, bit warm colours on the top here. Put several colours on your brush as well, that does help. Clean the brush. Now go back onto there. I think it's a bit tacky. We'll get some more light in the sky now, so a bit of yellow ochre, and I pour out some more white. Where's my white? Ooh, quite big wodge. There comes a time where you can go so far and then you can't go any further with it. So it's knowing when to quit. Now I want a bit more light on that horizon there. Okay, same the other side I think. Fucking hell. Just a little bit dark. Okay. Let's get that light colour back into the. I'll put a bit of yellow ochre with the white here. Right. some in there. Bit of grey there because we're in the bit of shadow. Good movement. Right. Colour. Right, let that dry off a bit, that's coming on. Try to keep your waves sort of as simple as possible, give them direction. Also coming over the rocks. Bit of white, ochre white on top of this. Does that show up? Right. Nice dark sky to the counter change. Let's just knock a bit of that out there. Just lighten that a little bit. Right, and not much more I can do with that. Bit of light highlight on there. Okay, well, that's my version. Got a load of paint out. I don't put too much out really. Just remember, it's the white that you need a lot of. The other colours are just stains. Because I know it's so cheap, and it encourages us to use a lot of it. So, look, I've got most of the red left. I'm hardly using red. I'll put a bit of red in because I like red. Just that little touch of red. Right, I'm going to put that in a frame and we'll see how we go. Be careful what I do with my dirty fingers. Bear with me while I do this. Oh, the picture's too big for the frame. Oh well, never mind. Let's put it on. Oh, I can trim that later when it's dry. Let's just put that on there. So there we are. My attempt at a sea picture. So we've got a nice dark sky to counterchange against the light spindrift here. Not a great. You need to study the sea, I think, to stand any chance of making a realistic impression of it. But being landlocked in London, I don't get a lot of chances to study the sea. My gesso is a little bit rippery there, but it doesn't matter. It's a demonstration. Have a go. Splash out on some of these cheap colours and get stuck in. Paint on paper, watercolour paper. This is what I do. I've got a piece here, but I'm going to have to prime the back as well because it's gone a bit wrinkly. But you can see there's some nice texture on it, but it's a bit rippled. So if I put some PVA glue on the back, that might flatten that out a bit. So there we are. Let's zoom in a bit. Have a look round. Loads of colour in these rocks. Loads of colour all over it, really. I used to work from a particular Edward Wesson seascape. I mean, we learn from the masters really, and as long as you don't do slavish copies of anything, you do your own thing, but use other people's ideas and make them into your ideas by doing your particular thing with them. This view could be Land's End, anywhere around North Cornwall, down to the Lizard, anywhere in the world really. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.